What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Virgin Galactic Holdings with the ticker symbol SPCE. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So the last time I looked at SPCE was back on January 5th, and you can see that prices did continue lower, and it did reach my first target, which is right at that, I believe it was a $10 level, and then now we overshot it and we're still continuing lower. So we're continuing lower because we're in a downtrend. So in a downtrend, the bears could be ruthless. We could just continue much lower than anybody thinks, and you can see that prices are still getting rejected by this trend line or this channel that's working lower, and prices are making lower lows, lower highs. The EMA is also acting as overhead resistance, and prices just continue to drop lower and lower. So I think we're going to continue lower and lower. However, I think we're probably going to get a reversal soon, just a counter trend correction. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's show you guys the measured move. So this was the first leg down, and this was the second leg down, and this target was right at that $9 level. However, we did overshoot it, so this trend could be stronger than we think. And let's take a look at the second measured move, and the second measured move is right at the $7. It's right at the low $7 range to the high $6 range. So that may be where prices are going next, and we are very close to it. So we could see slightly lower prices before seeing that bounce up. So I'm expecting that bounce up because you can see that in this channel we are pretty close to this dotted line, and before, when prices were close to this dotted line, we got bounces back up. Same thing over here. When we were close to the dotted line, we got bounces back up to the resistance side of the channel. So we are pretty close to that. So we could get a bounce here all the way back up to the $11 level, possibly even the $12 level. But even then, if we were to get that bounce, I'm still expecting lower prices because that would be the first break outside of this green channel. You can see that no price bar has yet to go outside of this green channel. So even if we do get a reversal outside this green channel, there's a high probability for prices to sell off one more time and retest the previous lows. So if we were to get that would be a good sign, because we need to see signs of weakness in this downtrend. As of right now, there's really not a lot of signs of weakness. There is bullish signs because we are at measured move territory and pretty much all-time lows for this stock. So we are near bullish areas on the chart. However, this downtrend needs to be looking like it's going to slow down, but as of right now, it's not really looking like it. So like I said before, we are near pretty much previous all-time lows for this stock. You can see that back here in 2019 we were trading at the same level. We're even below the level of IPO price, I believe. You can see that once the stock IPO'd back here in October 2017. I don't know how accurate this trading view software is, but it shows me the first price action was back here in October 2017, and the stock was trading at the $10 level, and it was trading at the $10 level for pretty much 2 to 3 years before seeing more volatility and higher prices. So we're pretty much lower than how it IPO'd. So we are very close, I'm just assuming, to the bottom. So like I said before, I think we're going to still continue lower to probably even enter the $6 or $7 level, the low $7 level, before seeing that bounce up. There's a possibility to get that bounce up right now, but even if we do get the bounce up right now, or even reaching the $6 or $7 level, I'm still expecting lower prices, or at least go back to the previous lows and then make some type of double bottom before continuing higher. So SPCE has a long road ahead to prove itself technically, so we'll just have to wait to see. I did enter a very small position of, well, at the $10 level, and I just wanted some stocks, some of SPCE in my portfolio. So I do like it long term. I'm just gonna bank on that they will become profitable one day, and space travel will become the future. So I thought I'd just take a small position and just watch it, because my investing philosophy is if you put in like a little bit amount of money, let's say $100, and you lose $50, are you gonna really care? Probably not. But if you put in 20,000 and you lose 10,000, I'm pretty sure you're gonna care, right? So it's just all about you putting in money that you're not scared to lose. That's just the number one rule of investing. So if you put in money that's kind of excess, sort of to say it like that, then you won't really care what happens. You just buy your stock that you believe it's at a good level, close your portfolio, come back in 5 years, and most likely it will probably be up if you pick a right company. So that's just a little more information, but technically SPC has already dropped. Let's take a look at since all-time highs to right now, it dropped 87%. So I mean, I don't think there's going to be a lot of short sellers at this level. A lot of short sellers are already in the market, and they're probably going to start exiting their positions because we are at the lows. And I don't think this stock is going to zero. I mean, how much lower can it drop? Probably not that much from here. Like, just the reward for shorts is very, very low right now, and now it's looking very, very appealing for the bulls. So all I'm trying to say is that this downtrend is probably going to come to an end shortly, and we might see a bounce up, but that bounce up might be short-lived, and then we might get another run down, and then once we get that another run down, we're probably going to be off to the races. So that's all I have for SPCE on the daily chart. Let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for SPCE, and you can see that pretty much every week since July of last year pretty much has been red. I mean, obviously there's some green weeks, but most of this chart is red for the recent price action. You can see that all these price bars are still within this channel. So I'm expecting a break outside of this channel sooner than later. We haven't come back to the EMA in a while, and we are getting far away from it. So there's a strong possibility for prices to pull back a decent amount, and we're just waiting for that. You can see that even before, for the bulls, prices get far away from the EMA and don't test it in a long time, and then people get super happy and we're probably gonna go to the moon, but then you see a bunch of sellers come in. So whenever people get too overly excited, that's when you got to get out. That's when you got to do the opposite of what everyone's doing, and then that's how you will profit. So same thing over here. Like, this is not going to go up, and nothing goes straight up in the market. Eventually sellers will come in, or even buyers. You can see that sellers were dropping the market a lot over here, and then buyers bought it up. So this is a little different because it's a very controlled downtrend. It's not like these straight up and down moves, but I'm still expecting that pullback, a larger one that we have not seen yet. So we are pretty close to the levels to get that large pullback. So that's what I'm talking about, trying to illustrate. So is SPC inside of a bigger range pattern? That's a possibility. Maybe these are the lows of the range, and if I drag this up, you can see that that fits the price action pretty nicely. So like I said before, for ranges, you buy at the lows, you sell at the highs, and you sell at the highs, and you buy back at the lows, and pretty much prices just undulate back and forth from the highs to lows. So we could be in a place where I'll be a lot more bullish than bearish. As of right now, I'm bearish, even though I own the stock, because we're in the downtrend, and we could continue lower. However, how much lower, it's hard to tell, because we are near pretty much all-time lows for the stock. So I don't think it can go that much lower, but we'll just have to wait to see. Wait and see. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.